Hello everyone. In this video, I will demonstrate how to build and launch the HUICRSync plugin project and how to calibrate the HMD with the PC setup. Before getting started, we recommend following the documentation linked in the video description to download the required version of Unreal Engine and the plugin. After downloading the project, right-click the UP-Project file and select Generate Visual Studio Project Files. Then, open the generated Visual Studio solution. In Visual Studio, right-click HUICR Plugin Project, select Set as Startup Project, and then press Ctrl plus F5 to launch it. This project contains two maps, one for the PC application and one for the HMD application. We need to package them separately as two standalone applications. Let us package the HMD application first. Before packaging, open Project Settings and confirm that the HMD map is set as the default map. Then, under Packaging, add the HMD map to the list of maps to include in a packaged build. Next, select Platform, followed by Android. Make sure that HUICR Plugin Project HMD is selected as the build target, and then package the project. Once the HMD application has been packaged successfully, we can prepare the PC application. Open the PC map. At the world origin, you will see an nDisplay config actor. If you open it, you will find that the default configuration contains a single display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. However, my current setup uses two 2K displays arranged horizontally side by side. Therefore, we need to use an nDisplay configuration that matches the physical display setup. Please refer to the documentation for detailed instructions on creating and configuring an nDisplay setup. Here, we will delete the existing single display nDisplay config actor. We will then place an nDisplay config actor configured for two horizontally arranged 2K displays at the world origin. Next, set the PC map as the project's default map. Under the packaging settings, also add the PC map to the list of maps to include in a packaged build. When packaging the PC application, select Windows and use the Development Build configuration. The shipping configuration currently has an unresolved camera offset issue, so please make sure that the PC application is packaged using the development configuration. Make sure that HUICR Plugin Project PC is selected as the build target, and then package the project. Now that both applications have been packaged, we can demonstrate how to launch the project and perform the calibration. First, open MetaQuest Developer Hub and use it to install the packaged APK file on the HMD. For the PC application, first launch Switchboard Listener. Once Switchboard Listener is running, open Switchboard. Make sure that the selected U project is the current HUICR plugin project. Click Add Device and add an nDisplay device. Select the nDisplay configuration that we previously placed in the PC map. Enable Launch as Packaged Game. Then, select the packaged pc.exe file. Finally, launch the PC application through nDisplay. After successfully launching the PC application through nDisplay, we can begin the HMD calibration. First, open Settings and go to Space Setup. Scan the current environment and then delete any automatically detected objects labeled Screen, because we will outline the screens manually. Select Draw Objects. Follow these steps to draw an approximate outline for each physical screen. Make sure that every object is assigned the screen label. After placing the outlined objects approximately where the physical screens are located, select Finish Editing. Next, open the HMD application that we installed earlier. Press the menu button on the left-hand controller to show or hide the calibration menu. Then, select Start Calibration. When calibration begins, two screens will be generated automatically based on the scene setup we created earlier. First, select the PC IP field and enter the IPv4 address of the PC you want to connect to. Make sure that the PC and the HMD are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. After entering the IP address, select Connect. If the connection is successful, the connection state displayed on the right will change to True. Start the calibration again. Use the trigger button under your right index finger to select the screen you want to adjust. You can also use the Hide Screen button to hide or display the currently selected screen. First, we need to configure the screen IDs. During calibration, screen 0 is treated as the primary screen. The calibrator on the primary screen is used to calculate the relative transform applied during subsequent synchronization. Therefore, accurately calibrating the primary screen is particularly important. Change the screen IDs on the HMD so that they match the corresponding screen IDs in the PC nDisplay configuration. Next, adjust the size of the calibrator approximately and align the primary screen with its physical counterpart. Disable Should Control PC Screen for this screen. When this option is disabled, the screen will use the corresponding position defined in the PC nDisplay configuration after calibration. In this example, the two screens will therefore be arranged horizontally according to the nDisplay preset. We can now precisely adjust the size and pose of the calibrator until it aligns with its counterpart displayed by the PC. Because the HMD screen is currently controlled by the screen settings in the PC nDisplay configuration, we only need to calibrate the calibrator itself. The predefined screen size will be applied automatically when calibration is completed. Next, we will align screen 1. We want screen 1 to use the position established through calibration instead of the position defined in the nDisplay preset. Therefore, we need to enable Should Control PC Screen for screen 1. Its size has already been initialized using the preset, so we only need to align its position and rotation with the calibrator. The calibration is now complete. Because I am recording directly from the HMD during this demonstration, you may notice some frame drops or stuttering. For an installation where the dimensions and spatial relationships of the screens can be measured accurately, you can enter the measured screen sizes and transforms directly into the PC nDisplay configuration. During HMD calibration, you can then disable Should Control PC Screen for every screen. In this case, you only need to align the size and pose of the primary screen calibrator. In situations where the spatial relationships between screens are difficult to measure, such as this setup where the screens have been placed freely, we need to do more than align the primary screen calibrator. Enable Should Control PC Screen for each additional screen, and adjust each virtual screen so that its size, position, and rotation match the corresponding physical screen. The calibrated spatial relationships from the HMD will then be applied back to the screens in the PC nDisplay setup. This workflow allows screens of different sizes and arbitrary spatial arrangements to be calibrated.